Good day, everyone. Our topic is creativity, imagination, and expression. It takes an art to make art. One may perceive beauty on daily basis. Not all are gifted as an artist. However, not every beautiful thing that can be seen or experienced may truly be called a work of art. Art is a product of man's creativity, imagination, and expression. Not everyone can be considered an artist, but all are spectators of art. We're able to distinguish what is fine and beautiful from what is not and what is good quality and from poor. This gives us a role in the field of art appreciation. Art appreciation as a way of life. The role of art as a creative work is to depict the world in a complete different light and perspective by Jean-Paul Sartre. Each artwork beholds beauty in its own kinds, the kind that the artist sees and wants the viewers to perceive. Learning to appreciate art, no matter what vocation or profession you have, will lead to a fuller and more meaningful life. The role of creativity in art making. The first one, creativity requires thinking outside the box. And the second one, in art, creativity is what sets apart one artwork from another. When can we say that something is creative? First is when we have not seen anything like it, and the second is when it is out of the ordinary, and the last one is when it is not just a copy or imitation of someone's work, there is originality. Nowadays, being creative can be quite challenging. For example, it's more fun in the Philippines. Experience Philippines, it's more fun in Switzerland. Art as a product of imagination, imagination as a product of art. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand. By Albert Einstein. In the same way that imagination produces art, art also inspires imagination. Imagination on art. It is a binary.
Arts as expression. What an artist does to an emotion is not to induce it, but express it. Through expression, he is able to explore his own emotions and at the same time create something beautiful out of them. Robin George Collingwood. Expressing emotions is different from describing emotions. This makes people's art not a reflection of what is outside or external to them, but a reflection of their inner selves. Visual arts. Creations that fall under this category are those that appear to the sense of sight and are mainly visual in nature. Artists produce visual arts driven by their desire to reproduce things that they have seen in the way that they perceive them. There are also other aspects, disciplines that also involve visual aspects, such as performance arts, theater, and applied arts. Some mediums of visual arts, including paintings, drawings, letterings, printing, sculpture, digital imaging. Film. Film refers to the arts of putting together successions of still images in order to create an illusion of movement. Filmmaking focuses on its aesthetic, cultural, and social value and is considered both an art and an industry. Techniques of filmmaking process. Motion picture camera, also known as movie camera. Animation techniques. Computer-generated imagery, CGI. Filmmaking simulates experiences or creates one that is beyond the scope of our imaginations, as it aims to deliver ideas, feelings, or beauty to its viewers.
Performance art. Performance art is a live art, and the artist's medium is mainly the human body, which he or she uses to perform, but also employs other kind art such as visual art, props, and sound. Elements of performance art. Time, where the performance took place, the performer-body relationship between the audience and the performance. Poetry performance. Poetry performance is an art form where the artist expresses his emotions not by using paint, charcoal, or camera but expresses them through words. These words are carefully selected to exhibit clarity and beauty and to stimulate strong emotions of joy, anger, love, sorrow, among other. It uses a word's emotional, musical, and spatial values that go beyond its literal meaning to narrate, emphasize, argue, or convince. These words combine with movements, tone, volume, and intensity of the delivery add to the artistic value of the poem. Architecture art. Architecture art is the pursuit and creation of beautiful things, while architecture is making of beautiful buildings. However, not all buildings are beautiful because some only embody the functionality they need, but the structure, lines, forms, and colors are not beautifully expressed. Important elements of architecture: plan, construction, and design. Buildings should embody these three important elements if they wish to merit the title architecture.
Art is a series of movement that follows the rhythm of the music accompaniment. Dancing is a creative art form that allows people to freely express themselves. It has no rules. Choreography may seem not to allow this, but in art expression, dancers are confined to set steps and rules but are free to create and invent their own movements as long as they deem and them graceful and beautiful. Literacy art. Artists who practice literary arts use words to express themselves and communicate emotions to the reader. Simply becoming a writer does not make one a literary artist. Literary art goes beyond the usual professional, academic, journalistic, and other technical forms of writing. Literary art also focuses on writing using a technique, style, not following a specific format or norm. May include both fiction and non-fiction, such as novels, biographies, and poems. Example: Romeo and Juliet and The Little Prince. Theater. Like a filmmaking, theater also considers several elements such as acting, gesture, lighting, sound effects, musical score, scenery, and props. Like performance art, theater also is a live performance. Theater also have five different genres. There are dramas, musicals, tragedy, comedy, and improvisation. Applied arts. Applied arts is incorporating elements of style and design to everyday items with the aim of increasing their aesthetic value. Artists in this field bring beauty, charm, and comfort into many things that were useful in everyday life. Industrial design, interior design, and fashion design, and also there's graphic design.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night. I don't want